Hello, hello, hello. Hi, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Check, check. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now it should work.
All right, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let me start the video. I don't hear anything right now. Sorry.
You don't hear anything?
Woo! Now it's too loud. Okay.
Oh.
No,
Sorry.
I had to download it when I clicked the link, and then there was some additional setup. So I think that's
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
yeah.
uh, nice to finally meet you. My name is
Yep.
Javier. I'm your mentor throughout this program. How was camping?
It was pretty good. Yeah, so I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. So I went to a place with a lot of redwood trees. So it was nice. It was very relaxing.
That's really cool. This summer, me and my wife, we went to Yosemite.
Okay.
I love it there, but it was her first time there. She loved it as well. Cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Awesome. So let me before I would like to know a little bit more about yourself and why you decided to choose this program. But before we do that, let me just explain how the one-on-one mentor meeting works. Right. So basically, there are 3 steps for the mentor meeting program, the mentor meeting slot. And what we do, we basically have a learning plan for you that I'm going to go over with today. And basically, it's 3 questions. Our 3 questions. How's your progress coming along? If we need to make any changes to your learning plan, and then what can I help you with today? So we'll spend most of our time just going through the content. If you have any questions about it, or a walkthrough of the projects, or we can run your code, or look for bugs, whatever you help, I can provide. All right, so we usually do that right away, but since it's our first meeting, I would like to get to know you a little bit more about yourself. Like, why did you choose this program, and like, what do you expect to get out of it?
Okay, sure. So I'm actually a data scientist right now.
Nice.
I work with Slack. I would say our data science infrastructure, we definitely don't have enough data engineering resources. So often I just have to sort of like do what we have, but it seems that in order to really do like a good job and the kind of work that I want to do, I do have to have some more data engineering skills. We do use Airflow at work. And I've created like a table, but somehow I felt like, it's like when you like don't really know what you're doing, you're just like
Right.
hacking it around and you don't have any structure. And I felt like I kind of wanted a little bit more formal overview of, just data engineering
Of
overall,
course.
just to make more comfortable and just to feel more productive at work and have more advanced skills, not just stuff that I can sort of intuit myself, but also
Right.
just have some like formal advanced,
Nice.
instruction in
Do
life.
you have like a data engineering department, or do you need to like take care of your own ETL in order to like?
I mean, we do have a data engineering department. The issue is like they are just barely surviving, so
Right.
they don't take like any like, hey, I need this table, or hey, this doesn't make sense, or hey, this query takes forever. So I think
Right.
like if I want any changes to it, then I would have to do it myself.
Nice. I totally understand that. Okay, I think you came to the right place. I love Slack, by the way. I use it a lot. I love many features. So that's pretty cool. Let me just then share the learning plan that I've come up with for you. Obviously, since you took a couple of weeks off, we'll need to update this. But this basically has the your starting date, and as you can see, it has the content focus for each day. Right? So it's pretty straightforward. That day, focus on that lesson, and when you have like a particular like a blank space here is for you to work on that project, and you have some project due dates. Now these due dates are soft deadlines, so if you miss it and nothing happens, it's just for you to have like a sense of how progress looks in this program. This schedule is for someone spending about 2 hours per day, so about 10 hours per week. right?
Mhm.
So you can adjust accordingly. All right. So with that being said, how's your progress coming along in the program? Have you been able to watch a couple of lessons here and there? How are you doing with the initial part of the program?
Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. I feel like maybe I started a little bit earlier. I think I was able to start like 2 weeks ago, and or maybe 11/9 is when I started. So I did get a head start before I went camping,
Nice.
and I submitted the project yet, but I didn't look at the like whether I passed or not, just because that I was gonna procrastinate that today. So I think it's overall good.
All right.
Uh,
You already
I
submitted. Well, you're already submitted the first draft.
I submitted the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't check if I passed, but I figured I had enough time if there's some mistakes with it to fix it
Of
until.
course, and expect to have to like submit it a couple of times. Like, at least that's the average. That's what's expected. Like to maybe fail it first or a couple of times, and you can just submit it again if you need to do so. So you're right on track. Because today you are supposed to be submitting the
Mhm.
project, and you already have that. So you just have to check if you pass it or not, and adjust accordingly. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Congrats on
Mhm.
that.
Okay, thank you.
So I think, and are you liking the program so far? How are you feeling with it?
I'm feeling good. I mean, the relational database instruction was a little bit boring,
Right.
but I did like the project actually. So in that sense, I was like, oh, this is neat because it's stuff that I do myself, but it's just like very nice to have the structure in place,
Of course.
as
Nice.
well. Yeah.
All right. So I personally don't think there are any changes we should make to your learning plan.
Yeah.
Even though you went camping, you're still on schedule. So you might like to adjust it because it seems like you're going to progress really quickly. So I'm going to send this to you once we end our call, and feel free to make any adjustments.
Okay.
Cool. So not for the moment, but you can customize if you want to.
Mhm.
Cool. Is there anything I can help you with today? Do you have any questions about the next project, contents of the course?
Um, I don't. I'm not sure. I guess in terms of your availability, when do you usually are you like online available for questions?
Of course. For the student hub, it's most likely we won't we won't be online at the same time. What I usually do, I check this every day.
Okay.
So if you drop your question here, expect to find an answer the next day. So
Okay.
I think that would be the easiest way. And most of my mentees just usually share like screenshots of their code or error messages they get, and I try to be as thorough with my answers. And so that's one way to do it. And the other one is just to schedule the one-on-one meeting. I usually schedule them on Saturdays, but if you cannot schedule on a Saturday and you really need the meeting, just shoot me a message to the student hub.
Oh, okay.
Like, I cannot do this Saturday, but I really need the meeting. I can do these days and these
Oh,
times,
okay.
and I'll try to accommodate you. Do you have the link for the Calendly account?
Calendly.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you can use this one. It's here in our chat, but let me
mm.
share with you as well. Calendly.
Yeah. I mean, is it just the one that you sent me originally?
Yeah, it's the one that I sent you earlier. So I'm going to
Oh,
send
okay.
it one more time just so that you have it.
Cool. Okay.
All right. So yeah, you can schedule one of these every week if you need it. It's not required, but it's there for you to use it. And but I suggest just drop your questions as they arise,
Okay.
and feel free to share screenshots of your code or whatever you. And yeah, you can expect an answer from me in 24 hours.
Okay. 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 Neat. And then I guess in terms of the material, I did take the front end developer course,
Oh, nice.
which I liked, but I felt a little bit frustrated with material. It seemed like not all the links worked. You know, sometimes they would say like, "Oh, check to see if it runs," but then that didn't work. I still felt like I learned overall, but it
Right.
seemed still stale, and I think like they updated the material like right after I finished it, which was a little
Oh,
bit frustrating. So I guess like for this material, do you know how recent it is?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure the last update was on April or May this year.
Okay.
So it's I mean it's less than 6 months. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean
And yeah, and I think the Spark course is new, right? As well.
the Spark course is new. They updated a particular unit of it.
Okay.
Uh, in I think it's debugging and optimization, the one that they updated.
Okay.
And that one is I think is 3 months old or something along those lines.
Okay. Okay. Um, and then I guess like in terms of the projects, do you like how many people do it locally and then submit it via GitHub, and how many people do you think sort of just use like the online, um,
Right. I
notebook server?
of course, most of the students use the workspace. Um,
Okay.
Obviously, once you start implementing AWS, it, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference because the workspace you will only have the files, and we'll run the files for you, but it can be the same as running in your terminal.
Okay.
But I would say, I mean, some students do try to do it locally. For Postgres, it's not that difficult. Cassandra, the setup it's just it's a headache.
Mm-hmm.
So what I usually suggest is, I mean, if you really want to do it locally, go ahead, try. But if you're spending like I don't know 2-3 days just trying to set it up, I would suggest just use the project workspace. And once you're done with all the projects, I mean, you'll still have access to this, but you don't have to pay anymore. So just go back and try to implement it locally. I have some instructions for implementing the first project locally. So I can share the video with you for that. But yeah, I would suggest stick to the project workspace. Um, and since you're really using AWS for most of the stuff, like it won't really make a difference.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just with the front end stuff, I had like a local copy of all the code, so it was like nice and satisfactory because then I was like, oh, I
Right.
get to keep everything. And
Well,
so,
you still can do that for sure.
okay. Hmm.
So like even though you implement it through through your workspace, I don't know, let's say for example the Postgres one. I mean you can just download your ETL files and just right click on them. You can download them and you can even upload it to your GitHub account. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's pretty easy as you wish.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't. I think yeah. The first one is. I think I was pretty familiar with it just
Right.
because I'm used to using data.
Of course, of course.
And
So just a couple of recommendations or reminders because you already completed an ANA degree. So remember that your main classroom you have access to some extracurriculars. So
mhm.
they're pretty basic: Python, SQL, command line, essentials. I think you can handle all of this. But are there for you to use if you need them.
Okay.
The other one was the career portal, which
Mm.
it's not relevant for you at the moment, but it's always nice for you to have access to these resources. You have like resume reviews, GitHub reviews, and some interesting readings for you if you feel like it. And I already said about the Student Hub, which is the best way to reach me. And what was the other thing? Yeah, so well, you already completed one another degree, so you can skip lessons here and there if you wish to do so. The only thing that is super required for you to finish the nano degree is to graduate is to complete all the projects, right?
Hmm.
Uh, there are some career projects here, like optimize your GitHub and your LinkedIn profile. If you wish to skip these, it's all right, but you have to. Here it is. Um, so this is a requirement for graduation: the GitHub one and the the LinkedIn one. If you wish to opt out, you just need to click on this link, and it will give you a form for you to opt out of these two. But so it's just like you have the option. Right?
Okay. Okay.
Awesome. Is there anything else I can help you with today, Nicole?
No, I don't. Today is yeah, I haven't gotten into like the really like complex new stuff yet, but
Of course.
I'm sure I'll have other questions. And then is this like, do we set up regular meetings or
You don't have to, but you can do so, of course.
okay, so it'll be like sort of whenever I want to check in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
you can do it every week if you want to do it, or you can be just when you need it. So that's your
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, probably not every week, but let me get started with more material and then.
Of course, and feel free to drop your questions as you have them to the student help version.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
I'm going to share this learning plan
Cool.
after the interval. All right.
Okay.
Well, it was great meeting you, Nicole.
Yeah, it was great meeting you. And yeah, thanks for calling
Nice
in and connecting. Okay. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.